Hey everyone, Scott Dixon here, 5-time winner of Texas Motor Speedway. Here this weekend at the XPEL 375, looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. I feel like every year at Texas is always changing. You know, whether it's the track degrading with grip over time, to the PJ1 on some of the high lines here, to some of the bumps and different things that we get, and just preferred lines. So it's never one thing, and you know, for us, I think, and for drivers, it's such a fine line of, you know, getting it right and getting it wrong. The difficult part, you know, at the moment for Texas Motor Speedway is probably trying to get the lines. You know, if trying to bring in that second lane, which, you know, the last couple of years that's been very difficult. How much aggression and how much to try and take that to on starts and restarts. If you're a leader, the difficult part is coming up to lap traffic and knowing that risk versus reward and making sure that you get that right. Passing zones, I think at Texas, into turn 1 through turn 2, I think that's, you know, where you probably have the most to try and get done. Here, actually, a lot of the times to pull off the pass is you know, on the outside, you know, getting that run, using that banking, getting into the compression to try and pull that off and that momentum. A lot of guys on the bottom, you can get pinched down there. So, you know, it depends on what part of the straight you actually get the pass done on the preferred line. The tri-oval itself, you know, is fairly straightforward, but I think, you know, that the hard part is the pinch points. You know, when you're in traffic, when you're 2 or 3 wide, sometimes 4 wide, we've seen a lot of crashes, a lot of big crashes on the front stretch through the tri-oval, and it's just trying to judge, you know, your space and where you can be. You can get a little bit lose concentration and dip a wheel occasionally, which we've seen with some cars, and it can hook if there's enough of a divot there. So you definitely got to be careful. Sometimes I've had points where I've done that and got away with it, and you know, your heart rate shoots through the roof. But I think a lot of the times it's just traffic and you know, those 3-4 wide situations become an issue. So that's my tips and some tricks, I guess, to how I've been able to get around Texas Motor Speedway. Make sure you tune in Sunday on NBC.